It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. It's the Denver Nuggets facing the New York Knicks. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Launches a three. The shot off that time.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Houston. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Denver. To the inside. Gordon pulls up. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here's Ward. About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Houston. Three-pointer. That one is off. Porter looks it over. The offensive rebound. And here's Murray. On the wing, Porter. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Yeah, guard-like skills in a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
Just over a minute and a half in. Here's Houston. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The head coach for New York gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And obviously, facing Nikola Jokic was the first topic of conversation. Coach told me they don't hand out MVP awards. The Joker is one of the most talented players in league history, and he's 7 feet. It's unreal. In terms of how to stop Jokic, he laughed and said, I don't think anyone has that answer. Guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Pass to Ewing. From behind the arc. Houston gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Murray scanning the floor. Inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. New York trailing. Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Now here's Westbrook. There's a minute 54 left in the opening quarter.
And look at Westbrook lifting off, taking flight off the drive for a big dunk.
Pass to Ewing. Outside Johnson. Here's Houston. Fires for 3. Sinks it from distance. Houston's got 6 points.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get one up from about 19. Tipped. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Knicks with the lead. .55 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's good. 2 points.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Outside Watson. Launches it. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
To the left side wing. Here's Houston. Out to the wing. Beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 9.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Murray. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
Here's Thomas. Saric with some nice D.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
And here's Porter outside. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big-time finish to the quarter.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's Denver leading by just 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, so far they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
To the paint. The shot. Pass to Thomas. To the wing, right side. Here's Camby. He's scoreless.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Saric outside. And Camby pulls it down.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Thomas misses. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Westbrook. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's Sprewell. Buries it from 3. Sprewell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Westbrook taking his time here. Over to the wing. Shot's good by Saric.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
To the middle. Here's Sprewell. Up and over Porter. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Saric outside. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Strawther. Porter with it. 6 points for him. And that one's good. Strawther's got himself on the board with a 3 there. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Camby. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Camby's got 4 points this quarter.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Saric. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Saric has got his second basket of the game. New York calls timeout. New York trailing. Here's Childs. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Peyton Watson.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Denver. Pass to Westbrook. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
In the paint, Westbrook's agility makes him a tough cover. He just slips past the D and gets his shot. Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Outside Watson. There's the triple. They get it again. Puts up a 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Childs to the inside. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. .110 left in the first half. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Here's Houston. 9 points in the game. Inside. Here's Ewing. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he can't get the first one. So he comes up empty at the line. And here's Denver. They're on a 14-6 run. From outside the arc. Drops in the 3. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Houston uses the glass on the layup. Houston's got 11 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Back to Westbrook. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Pass to Ward. Shot from the low post is good.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Nuggets ahead, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Left side, Johnson. Over to the left wing. Houston nails it from beyond the arc. 14 points for him. Proud. Pass to Ward. Here's Houston. 14 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Sprewell, no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. From the arc. Rebounded by Denver. To the middle. They kick it out to Murray. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Now a timeout called by New York. The Nuggets making a switch here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Sprewell gets the bucket.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
Here's Jokic. Fires the three. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Zero hesitation from Jokic. Just so confident in his skills.
Here's Ewing. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Porter. Second free throw, no good. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Houston. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The 3. Porter's shot is off. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Ward. Pass to Houston. There's the screen by Johnson. For the tie. That shot off the mark. Good D by Jokic. And here's Denver. Here's Brown. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Brown's got 6.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Here's Houston. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And he makes a first. The Nuggets making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook slams it home.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry.
Here's Camby. That one's good for 2. He has 6.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's Jokic. Jokic just out muscling the defense.
Yeah, there's that guard touch of Jokic. Simply incredible for a man his size.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Camby. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Now here's Jokic. To the paint. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Back to Jokic. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. So both teams changing it up here. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Camby. Left side Brunson. Thomas outside. Here's Childs. And there's the screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Houston. New York again can't hit. Denver leading by 3. Inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Saric.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Smith outside. Thomas outside. Here's Childs. And the Knicks miss again. Up in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Nuggets ahead, up 5. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. So it's Denver now, leading by 5. Westbrook outside. To the middle. Now Saric. Right side Murray. Over Brunson. Murray no good. Here's Childs. Off target with the 3. Denver leading by 5. Saric outside. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge 3-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Pass to Saric. And the layup is good.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got his first basket.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Count that one.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Pass to Saric. Back to Watson. Outside Murray. Westbrook outside. Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. And here's Saric for three. Here's Brown. Three-pointer. And Camby pulls it down. And here's Thomas to take the lead. Offensive rebound. Pass to Childs. Here's Camby. Back to Thomas. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Outside Murray. Pass to Saric. Wide open. It's rebounded by Dudley.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Brunson. Oh, Westbrook with a block. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Here's Saric. They kick it out to Murray. Westbrook outside. Back to Murray. Westbrook outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, and the intensity Russ plays with is exceptional. When he goes hard inside, it forces the D to act.
And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Here's Jokic. Look at Jokic working inside.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Down low. Pretty well. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look. Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Pass to Jokic. "56 seconds left in the fourth. He connects!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Back to Johnson. Timeout called. Knicks. Start. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Jokic. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. 3 on the clock. And Jokic throws it down hard.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
Timeout called. Knicks. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Here's Houston. To the middle. Money.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
To tie it up. So a close game sees Denver taking this one. With the late victory, they upset.
We've got basketball action from Chase Center, the new home of the Warriors here on 2K Sports. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ball game. And Green slams it in.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
McCollum outside. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Back to Williamson. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
The rare Zion 3, when it goes in, you just take it. It's like found money in the couch.
If we're going to talk about the craftiest players, Brent, in the NBA, where would you rank C.J. McCollum?
C.J. is one of my favorite guards in the league to watch. This guy is not overpowering physically, Kevin, but his efficiency and the way that he is so smooth on getting to his scoring zones is something that I don't think we appreciate enough.
Pass to Podziemski. Here's Butler over Williamson. Butler, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. The first player that coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch and burst. We have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall More than once. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now Curry. Following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. For the three. And Butler gets it to go.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not really great numbers for him at the line, but really not terrible either. Right around 70%.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Green. Back to Butler. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Butler's got 7 points.
Defense had the right idea there, but maybe not enough time in the weight room. Butler right through them.
A three from McCollum. Murray. Another shot. Back to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Draymond Green with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Curry with the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. To the right side. They get it again. Outside for Murray. New Orleans moving the ball around. And they double up Murray. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And again, no good by New Orleans. Pass to Butler. They kick it out to Green. .30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Curry wide open. It's good from long range.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. Beautiful shot.
Here's Murray. And they double up Murray. McCollum right side. It's up a three. Outside for Murray. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Warriors leading by 4. Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
And Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Alvarado. The three-pointer, no good. And the Warriors with possession here. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good, and now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, B.A. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Green drives in. Right side, Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
On offense, here are the Warriors. Big stretch here going 10-2. It's Curry outside. Pelicans trail by 12. Pass to Williamson. Hawkins with it. The three. Good on the triple. Hawkins has got himself on the board with three there.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Curry with the three. And so it's New Orleans with it. And it's Williamson missing. Warriors leading by 9. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively, making reads, understanding your opponents better. And I think Zion has suffered from those injuries, taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now.
Here is Hawkins. Back to Alvarado. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Warriors leading. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but, man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. Guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run. Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
Warriors leading by 8. Here's Curry. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Good on the shot.
Steph, such an ideal pick and roll guy. The threat of the long ball always there. So whether he's shooting or passing, the defense has a hard time keeping up.
Here's McCollum. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Pass to Podziemski. Offline with his 3. Pelicans trail by 10. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Murray outside. Here's Messi. Guarded by Kerr. Kicks it out to McCollum. 4 on the clock. Now Olynyk. They double him with Green. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Payton in the corner. Outside, Kuminga. Here's the screen. Pass to Spencer. Up and in on the layup. Spencer's got the first bucket of the third here for the Warriors. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Messi grabs the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Payton. Good work there as it goes.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Back to Murray. New Orleans moving the ball around. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Murray outside. Trains the three-pointer. Murray's got 6.
And Murray wasting no time. He had the space. He rose up. He knocked it down.
And Greg, remember in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Now here's Hield. Scoreless thus far. Here's Post. Pelicans pull it in. Murray left side. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. No good with the layup. Pass to Spencer. Here's Post. And it's in there.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Pelicans trailed by 8. Pass to Williamson. McCollum outside. On the wing, Jones. McCollum outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, you can't leave Murphy open from deep. He doubled his three-point attempts from year 1 to year 2. That's confidence.
And Kuminga throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up.
I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, Olynyk's presence on the offensive glass is big, mostly because he is big.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Pelicans making a change here. Warriors leading by 5. Olynyk with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Williamson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Not much you're going to do with Zion that close.
Floats it up for Kuminga. Olynyk with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And that one misses. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
A 3 from McCollum. The Warriors leading. There's Kuminga. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. For the tie. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors ahead, up by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. A 2-point game. And Jones has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Love the assertive attitude from Jones, wanting to continue to improve in his jump shooting.
Here's Spencer. Rebound by Olynyk. It's Hawkins on the wing. New Orleans moving the ball around. Count that bucket.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Outside, Kuminga. Hands it from downtown. Kuminga's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Alvarado. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And the Pelicans making a change here. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. There's a good screen. Pass to Post. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And credit Buddy on that play. The correct read, setting up his teammate.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And Zion really lighting it up in this one.
It's Curry outside. Curry from three.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Messi. 5 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Warriors leading by 4. Curry deciding where to go with it. And Post gets it to go.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
To the inside. Messi's shot is good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Loads it up for Butler. That one, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And here is Curry following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum.
Well, the last thing Jimmy Butler's afraid of is a little contact.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That's his first foul. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Mr. Williamson. There's the drive. And Williamson throws it down.
Big-time shot from Zion Williamson. The big guy wants it.
To the paint. Here's Green. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 1. Green with the block. Now here's Curry. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Murray to take the lead. Here's Williamson. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And that one misses. A shot by Messi, no good. Outside Butler. Butler hammering it home.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
It's stolen by Green. And he commits the intentional foul.
had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Pass to McCollum. Williamson outside. Now Murray. Out to the wing. Pulls up on the elbow. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors. It's the Timberwolves, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. Here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Here is Edwards. Back to Randall. From deep three-point land. They get it back. Conley with a wide-open look. Misses the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Prince outside. The Bucks working the ball around. Lillard looking around. A three ball. That shot off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Pass to Kuzma. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Yeah, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here is Lillard after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Kicks it out to Prince. Fires for three. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. To the middle. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Outside for Randall. From past the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Lillard. The three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 6. There's 1:59 left to play in the first. Back to Conley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I like seeing Conley look for his shot because it puts defenses in compromising situations.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6. Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Out to Edwards. Over Prince. Edwards, no good.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Taurean Prince, and that's good.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Randall with the ball. Picked up by Portis. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Lillard from outside. And another three for Milwaukee.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Edwards. Driving the lane. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. That puts them in the lead.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter. With strong fundamentals, Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Lillard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Now here's DiVincenzo. Picked by Reed. Takes the 13-footer. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Bucks lead by 2. And back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. Milwaukee in the lead. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that, you know.
This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Down low. Here's Embiid. Out to Oubre. Back to Embiid. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Outside Oubre. Pass to Grimes. 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Gets it to fall from the right block.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
High post Towns. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Back to George. Pass to Embiid. Outside Oubre. Outside Maxey. 4-3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You got to get out on that if you're the defender. Maxey is very capable from beyond the arc.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, B.A. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Good on the shot.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
And Anunoby gets it to go. And that ties it up. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse, and it's no surprise that Jalen Brunson is at the top of the scouting report. Coach told me Jason is a 3-level scorer and a master of the pick and roll, and no matter what you do, you can't speed him up. He's going to read the defense, play at his pace, and try to pick you apart. It's always a chess match against Brunson, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Embiid, good.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out. Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Oubre. Reverses. The Knicks pull it in. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. For 3, Bridges. And Grimes pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
George with it. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Love the flow and rhythm that George plays with. Very impressive. He's got a natural, comfortable cadence to his pace.
And it's Brunson missing.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Embiid's got 8.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
The shot by Towns, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Oubre can't hit.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Embiid gets the bucket. He's got 10.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Maxey on the wing. George outside. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated. So far, a scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Here's Brunson outside. He drops it from range. Brunson's got his second basket of the game. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Now here's Butler. The floater. Good D by Brunson. Inside. Here's Towns. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Towns has got 8 points.
Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
And they double up Edwards. Butler on the wing. Back to Edwards. Pass to McCain. Can they get it? And he buries his first look.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Payne. And he lobs it up top. And a big finish by Robinson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Embiid. 12 points for him. Clock at 6. Maxey on the wing. Off target on the 15-footer.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
To the inside, Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Pass to McCain. Maxey surveys. That shot is off. Achua with some nice D. Now McBride. From deep. Nails it from three. McBride's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. Here's Yabusele from downtown. Achua with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Takes the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. The 3, George. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. And here's New York now. They're on a 17-6 run. Screen by Robinson. Payne, he's open. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Seven seconds left in the first half of basketball. Kicks it to George. Jacks up with... Oh! At the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B.A. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play, trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Now here's McBride. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by George. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. Here's Oubre. George scanning the floor. Over Achua. George's shot is off. The Knicks with the lead. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Achua for 3. Counted from distance. Achua's got 5 now.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Now George. Give him 8. The 3 is up. No luck on that one. Knicks leading by 5. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Here's George. After the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Embiid. Misses from close range. Achua inside. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Hart. They set the pick. Driving to the basket. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hart's got his second basket.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it, because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
George for 3. Knicks leading by 9. Pass to Towns. Back to Bridges. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Embiid with it. Up top, George. Give him 8. Down low. Here's Drummond. And miss after miss right now. Pass to Bridges. Brunson looks it over. Towns on a screen. This one for 3. That one's down for Brunson.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Embiid can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Grimes. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The 3. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. And here's New York now. They've gone on a 13-0 run. Pass to Hart. Kicks it out, Towns. The 3 ball. And again, New York with the triple.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. Lets the 3 fly. And it's New York with a rebound.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Bridges, right side. Pass to Hart. Back to Bridges. And here's Brunson. 5 on the clock. Offline with a 3. Here's Yabusele. Here's Bona. The kick out to Maxey. The 3 is up. The shot misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. New York out in front. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. 76ers trail by 18. Pass to Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Here's McCain. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's Brunson. For 3, Bridges. And McCain pulls it down.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Back to Butler. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Hart. Hart pulls it in. New York leading by 18. For 3, Bridges. He buries it from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Butler surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
To the paint. Back to Butler. Here's Yabusele. Edwards with it. Outside for Butler. For 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Butler. Back to Brunson. Inside. Here's Towns. Another shot. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Length, size, touch. That's how Towns just dominates you inside.
Butler. Again, the miss by Butler.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
.133 left in the 4th. Here's McCain. To in the cold spell. Hart pulls it in.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Lets it fly. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Pass to Hart. Takes a three. And Grimes pulls it down. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. And here's New York now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Drops in the three.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And they go to the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Tries a three off the inbound. Here's Towns. Ooh, he buries it.
And trust me, when the D's
This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Beal outside. Back to Richards. Here's the floater. That one's good for 2. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Conley goes in. The kick out to Edwards. Richards pulls it in.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Just so special scoring the ball. Beal's got every shot in his arsenal, including that nice pull-up.
And he drives in. Gobert, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Left side, Durant. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Oh, Durant reached deep into the bag of tricks on that one. I mean, I'm not surprised by any shot he hits these days.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Count the basket.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Here's Durant. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Conley. And the layup falls.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
You got to push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley? Been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Both teams deciding to change it up, and he makes both free throws.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Right side, Durant. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4. Thus far.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots over Booker. Edwards gets the bucket.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
The Suns leading. Pass to Plumlee. Inside. Out to the wing. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Gobert, no good. Here's Durant. McDaniels with the rebound. Outside Edwards. He takes it in. No good. That would have tied it. Booker for three. And he can't get that one. The Timberwolves trail. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Edwards. Blocked again! And he gets it back. That ties it up. Edwards has gotten his second bucket.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Now here's Jones. Still without a bucket. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Bull. It's Edwards with a drive.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Puts one up from 19. Jones grabs the board.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Durant's shot is off. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 12-4 run. McDaniels can't hit. Outside Booker. Three-pointer off the mark. But if it goes, doesn't go for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The T-Wolves on top, up 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's Minnesota now. Outside Reed. Outside Edwards. Reed sets a screen. From deep. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Booker for three. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. Back to Miller. He got a piece of it. Outside Booker. Pass to Micic. And here's Durant. To the middle. Here's Booker. Back to Bull. Now here's Durant. From behind the arc. KD splashes the triple.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Outside Reed. Spins. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Minnesota shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
Beal outside. Back to Dunn. Pass to Durant. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Reid. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
It's deflected. And he recovers it. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 10. 6 to shoot. Second chance effort. Inside. Edwards lays it in.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true three-level scorer.
Three-pointer. Beal. And the Suns get it back. Dunn outside. To the inside. Booker. Beal outside. The Suns need to get off a shot. And Booker puts up a deep three. Phoenix no good that time either.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Suns trailing. Pass to Richards. Back to Booker. To end the drought. Sinks it from distance. Booker's got 8.
And this is big for Booker's confidence. With his three-point ball falling, he's so tough to stop.
Gobert with it. Covered by Richards. Playing to his strength. Gobert inside. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Now Durant. 9 points in the game. Pass to Booker. 5 to shoot. Now Durant. Over Clark. And Durant gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
As long as there's time on the clock, it's enough time for Durant.
Here's Dillingham. There's the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And Minnesota with possession here. They trail by 1. For 3, Randall nails it from beyond the arc. Randall's got his second basket of the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Minnesota up by 2. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. The lead is 2. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking the reins.
It's Beal on the wing. No good on the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Edwards. And the layup is good. Edwards got 16 points now.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Outside Durant. Pass to Dunn. Richards with it. Shot clock at 2. They get the rebound. Back to Dunn. Stolen by Conley. Edwards with it. Beal picks him up. And here's Randall. Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. Durant pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It goes on Mike Conley. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Beal outside. Outside Durant. Outside Booker. Pass to Richards. Now Dunn. Fires for 3. He drops it from range. Dunn's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to review the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Clark. Back to DiVincenzo. Now here's Randall. He makes it from the left block. Randall's got 9.
Yeah, as a shooter, Randall can be practically automatic. He gets the ball and immediately has a shot cooking. When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The kick out to Conley. Right side Reed. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Micic for the lead. And Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota in the lead. Randall with it. Out to DiVincenzo. Down low. Here's Reed. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And stolen by Clark. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And that's a foolish pass. Plain and simple.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. For 3, Conley sinks the tray. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Off the bounce, Conley will typically pull up for a shot rather than trying to take it all the way to the hole.
And he banks in the layup. Richards has gotten his second bucket of the game.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
The shot by Conley, no good. Suns trail by 5. To the left wing. And stolen by Clark. In transition, here they come. Pass to Conley. Outside, DiVincenzo. The 3 ball. Bol grabs the board. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Micic. Here's Richards. Here's Iguodala. Off target with the 3. Here's DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 5. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
And Allie, thanks. Back to Booker. There's the 3. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Pass to McDaniels. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And here's Bol, guarded by Miller. Here's Iguodala. Now Durant. McDaniels covering. Here's Richards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And so he makes both from the line. Suns trail by 7. Here's Durant. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
The three, Booker. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Outside Edwards. On target from range. Edwards got 6 here in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Suns trail by 13. Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. To the paint. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got his first 2 points.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Off target from three-point range. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
Pass to Durant. From deep three-point land. From deep, Durant.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense, it's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started. Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Outside Durant. They double-team Durant. Dunn outside. Durant looking around. Kept alive. On the wing, Durant. Shoots over Miller. And that one's good by Durant.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Timberwolves.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Booker for 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. And here's Edwards. And he lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And Durant with the block. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And the tip goes to Houston. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The Suns clear it.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix, Doris.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
For three, Durant. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Pass to Thompson. The three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more. Oh, wow. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Durant looking around. Pass to Beal. Knocked loose. Thompson with a steal. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Rebounded by Dunn. Here's Durant. And stolen by Green. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Down low. Here's Durant. Here's Dunn. Outside Booker. Got a piece of it. Pass to Green. Now Şengün. Out to Thompson. They grab their own miss. Şengün with it. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Thompson, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Pass to Durant. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh. The Suns trailing. Outside Jones. For three, O'Neal. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Adams. Pass to Eason. And the Rockets tack on 2 more. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Outside for Green. For three. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The Rockets lead by 3. Outside Eason. Takes a 3. Nails it from 3. Eason's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Allen in the high post. Back to Booker. The 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Smith outside. From behind the arc. The rebound by Allen. Three-pointer, O'Neal hits the trifecta.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Outside Whitmore. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. It could go. No good there. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Rockets ahead, leading by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Jones from outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Doris, in terms of assist-to-turnover ratio, Tyus Jones normally leads the league.
B.A., this guy is such a steady hand at the lead guard position. Tyus always makes excellent decisions, plays within himself, and plays mistake-free basketball.
Pass to Plumlee. Tipped away. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Jones. And there it is for him.
Well, if you think about Fred VanVleet's handle and his ability to operate at different speeds, you understand how effective he can be on the drive.
Jones from outside. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Brooks outside. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred VanVleet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
Jones' shot is good.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Houston leading by 4. Thompson left side. Green in the post. Out to Thompson. Back to Green. Van Vliet outside. Unloads. 4 on the clock. The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by Allen. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Beal. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside, Green. Plumlee with it. Green picks him up. Beal left side. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. On up the court. Pass to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Booker looking around. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Pulls up. Durant, no good. The Rockets lead by 4. Here's Easton. That 3's off the mark. And here are the Suns. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Phoenix no good that time either. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's Şengün. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And the Rockets lead by 6. Pass to Booker. It's Beal on the wing. It's Beal on the wing. Booker with it. Still no points. Now here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow, Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Outside Booker. The 3 is up. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Thompson, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
To the wing on the left. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
You love the efficiency of that play. Kevin Durant on the interior. Yes, sir.
Şengün throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Mason Plumlee. Houston shooting their first free throw in this game. Şengün, no good on the free throw. To the middle. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Şengün's got 6 here in the quarter.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
And it's really tough to catch a pass from that distance. He's asking a lot of his teammates to reel that one in.
Three-pointer Holiday. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Houston up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 5. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Brooks outside. He buries it from 3.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Booker. Second chance shot. And Booker gets double teamed. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets lead by 8. Outside, Green. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. Right side, Durant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Fred VanVleet. And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, but that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently, anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
Booker, good.
You have to honor Booker's range. This guy can get flowing from the three-point line.
Outside, Green. Green to the rack.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Richards. Back to Durant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
And one of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Outside for Booker. Fires the three. And the Suns miss again.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
A nice shot by Smith.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Booker drawing the double. Beal from outside. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And it's hammered home by Green.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession. But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Suns trail by 7. To the inside. Here's Richards. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
VanVleet outside. Outside for Green. Out to the right wing. The three, Smith. And Booker pulls it down.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Durant. Here's Richards. Outside O'Neal. The kick to Durant. Pass to Booker. Another shot. And the layup falls. And now just a three-point Rocket lead.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Oh, Adams with the block. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Plumlee. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Eason. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's huge. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Oh, Brooks with the steal. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Outside for Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. Up top, Brooks. Van Vliet right side. Pass to Şengün. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside. And so Durant will bring it up for the Suns. It's a 3-point game. And that one's good. Bull's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, this is about unselfishness. Kevin Durant is a great scorer, but right now he's getting his teammates cooking.
To take the lead. And he lays it in. Durant's got 11 points here in the second half.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Van Vliet outside. Out to Thompson. From deep. Oh, Booker with a block. There's Booker on the attack. Nice move. And the layup is good.
Devin Booker sees a window of opportunity to get to the dribble drive game and takes advantage.
Pass to Thompson. Outside for Green. Now Şengün. Over Bull. And it's Phoenix for the rebound.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Up top, Richards. Pass to Plumlee. Outside Booker. Crosses over. What balance from Booker.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Durant. He takes it in. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Pass to Bull. Here's Durant. And Durant with the rebound and putback.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Durant. Buries it down low. Durant's got 24 points.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Brooks from outside. That shot missing.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
And the second of 2 is good. And that increases the lead to 6. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
There's so many things to love about Fred VanVleet's journey and his game, but perhaps the best attribute, his intelligence, his ability to outthink the defense.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot goes in. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Beal from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Van Vliet. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Fred Van Vliet, such a high IQ player, understands how to draw contact.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
To the paint. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Smith. Outside, Green. To tie it up. Cash. Oh, a tremendous three. We're tied.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bol. Outside Durant. Yes!
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Thompson in the post. Pass to Şengün. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won